niin katsotaanpas tämä aluksi.
You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
Ooh.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The King is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Te tuo Grammy ääneenhän sillä, kun se jostakin...
Raise the portcullis!
Niinku tää vartija ääni ihan ok, mut se kuulostaa siltä niinku... Se on liian niinku vahvana, tai se olisi joku liian kova puhunut mikkiin. Vittu on kyllä köyhä altaistuusali.
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown.
Huomaa, kun kulmakarvatkin ihan alhaalla.
My hands tremble. I'm afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory.
Ooh.
And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many, but you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king.
Miksi Grammin naama ihan punainen?
And know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you.
No niin, no se oli siinä sitten.
You have disabled dead ends. The game will be fully playable from beginning to end, and you will never get into a situation where you are forced to restart from the beginning.
Selvä. Eli kyseessä nyt on on King's Quest 1, ja tämä on remake, joka on ilmaisversiona tehty, koska en saanut ykköstä se alkuperäisessä toimimaan millään, vaikka kuinka yritin. Mistä tänne päin? Otapas hetkonen. Niin nää King's Quest 5 tyyli. Otas vähän speediä. Joo. Musiikkia pikkasen isommalle. Niin AGS:n tekemä tuon. Wii! Vähän parempi. Tää on vähän liian nopee. Nyt on.
This rock is less distinctive than the one next to it.
Mitä vittua?
This rock is firmly embedded in the earth. No amount of effort. This rock...
What?
With a small shove, you manage to push the rock a few feet, revealing a shallow hole underneath.
No, mennään sinne sitten. No. Piste.
You reach into the hole and find an intricately carved dagger. You carefully lift it out, being careful not to cut yourself.
Eli meillä on tikari.
This is a fine silver dagger with a very sharp edge. You can't read the runes on the blade, but it appears to be an elfish dagger of great antiquity.
Ettekö me joku Saamari Aragonin tikari saada? Joku semmonen Tarsuarmussarjasta tikari.
This is the biggest oak tree you've ever seen. Its trunk seems to be about 10 feet around, and the thick, sturdy branches look like they could hold many times your weight. The rocks are...
Mä pystytään kiipeämään.
Finding plenty of footholds in the coarse bark of the tree, you easily clamber up the trunk to the branches above.
Nyt kyllä. Okei, tää tuota. Älä perkele putoa. Tuo minä kyllä poistan. Noniin. Mitä me tässä uskaltais tehdä? Mikä tuolla on?
You're too far away from the nest to see it clearly.
No ei vittu. Me ollaan kunnossa.
You can't reach the nest.
No miten lähelle pitää mennä?
You carefully lift the golden egg out of the nest.
No se oli nopeeta. Viitititti. Tästä. Meillä on mitä vittua puutarha.
This is a well-tended carrot patch. The carrots look tempting to a hungry traveler. You pluck a plump orange carrot from the ground.
No, tässä kyllä aika paljon tapahtunut. Eli meillä on tikari, kultainen muna ja porkkana. Mitäs onko tää jotakin?
On this side of the lake, the banks are low and rocky.
Mikäs toi on?
You can't do anything useful carrying a bush around.
Mut mikä tuo on tuossa eessä?
There appears to be some sort of bowl sitting next to the tree. You pick up the...
Okei. Aika randomia. No niin, sitten. Mikäs sinua?
That's strange, you don't get an answer.
Herra Jumala.
There's not... You check to make sure that the feather is still securely stuck in your cap.
Yeah!
There is The squirrel seems hesitant about climbing its favorite walnut tree with you standing around.
No anteeksi, minä lähden sitten. Se kerran seura kelpaa, perkele. Oho. Ovi.
The only response you get is the echo of your pounding.
Yeah.
Wandering along the banks of the beautiful lake, you see a cute little elf.
Ah.
You should get a little close.
No miksi?
The elf is impressed by your friendliness and responds by handing you an elegant little ring.
I've had me eye on
Ah!
Sir Graham. Methinks you might enjoy this little trinket. For just a wee bit of time it has the power to make ye invisible. May it give ye as much entertainment as ye has given me this day.
With that, the elf vanishes.
Okei.
Your hand tingles slightly as you look at this jeweled ring. Inscribed on the inside of this empty ceramic bowl is the word fill.
Fill. Täyttää. Mitä hittoa se meinaa? Oho, vittu. Koko ajan näin hiiri näytön ulkopuolelle.
This large, healthy tree is chock full of plump walnuts.
No varmaan.
There's
No perhana. Koko ajan tulee.
not much to do.
Eikö pysty ottaa walnutteja? No niin, pystynpä.
You choose a big, meaty-looking walnut from the bunch scattered around.
Oho, väärä. Playtä. Inventory.
When you open the walnut, you discover the nut inside is pure gold.
What the fuck? No Tuolla ei ollut mitään tässä täällä alempana. Okei, tuo samari kivi. Täällä me tuonne päin vois mennä. No mene! Okei.
The water is not deep enough here for you. This is a serene mountain lake with a small beach of pebbles on its edge.
Siis mä ottaa niitä kiviä. Näette jotenkin, tuon voi ottaa. Noniin.
You grab some pebbles.
On jotakin muista sen vanhasta pelistä.
This is a... That's strange. You don't get an answer.
Miksei järvi puhuu, ei kun tuo lampi puhuu mulle. Minnehän päin sitten? Varmaan tuolla Sky, käy kattoo sitä.
There's... The old bucket disappears into the darkness.
Okei. Aha!
You're already sitting.
Selvä.
The cold, damp stones.
Nuo näppöillä pystyy... No... Hihi, mitä vittu? Liiku! No mitä rämpyttää? Sehän jos oli randomia.
Next to you is an old fallen tree trunk. It's crumbling and rotted and holds no interest for you, unless you have a fascination with termites.
Eli tuossa joku...
There is no...
No niin, arvasin, että siinä on
You
joku.
peer into the darkness inside the log, but there's nothing at all inside. There is no reason to take this old log with you.
Mitäs tämä?
From here you can see that the stump is very old.
Onko siellä mitään?
The old stump is damp to the touch. A dark hole at the top catches your attention. You should look into dark holes before putting your hand... Inside the rotting stump, you notice a small leather pouch.
No se otetaan mukaan. Kaikki menee meidän
As you
housuihin.
lift the pouch from the stump, you feel its contents shifting inside.
Jotakin elävää. Mitähän siellä on? Onko siellä karkkia?
When you peek inside the leather pouch, you discover it's filled with diamonds.
Jei! Fuck the king! Me ollaan rikkaita, me lähdetään pois täältä. Tuon... Hitto, kun ei uskalla laittaa nopeammaksi just sen takia, että ei tiedä yhtään mitä tapahtuu. Perkele!
The woodcutter speaks to you, his voice broken.